Welcome to Shadeinthecity. I'm your girl Tree.
It's Nels.
And today, y'all, we are here to get into the love that happens during the lockup. Okay, this is season. Y'all know I'm already irritated. This is season 5, episode 51.
That's what it said for me too.
Okay. So if y'all haven't already, y'all go ahead and hit that like button for us.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's get into it. Let's talk about these very new and strange couples this season because it's just
Sugar Mama drama. I thought it was kind of cute that this
I
one
thought
is
this is sugar mama drama.
Sugar Mama drama. I'm sure because of the last couple.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I thought it was kind of cute that the first couple's name was Tia and Rob. It was like kind of close to Tini and Rob.
Yeah, I get that. It wasn't cute when I was looking for it. But anyway, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get shady. All right, so we're gonna kick this off with Tia and Rob, as Nels was talking about. They're both 32, as you can see. And I believe, why did I feel like he was in Virginia somewhere?
This is a bad picture of him.
I was gonna say because on the screen he didn't look that bad.
I thought he was kind of cute actually.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't look that bad.
That's not a really good picture of her either. She kind of looked like Sydney Star right here.
You're terrible.
I think she's cute. I think she's a cute girl. It's just these pictures are just not doing either one of them no justice.
Well, I mean, we can say the same for Bianca and Daniel, right?
No.
Her picture didn't look good, and in person, she looked on camera, she looked worse. But to your point, they're both actually much cuter when they come on screen. Tia's proud of being a BBW. She is talking to her man Rob, who's locked up in New York. I'm sorry, and he's getting out in 47 days. Her cousin is married to Rob's sister, and I guess that's how they got together. Is how I understood that. So Rob says that he started selling drugs at 14 and stealing cars. He got arrested for robbery at 24. And he said he's done with that lifestyle though, and he wants to be a contributing member of society. So then production asked about the cut around his neck because it was a pretty deep scar, and he said he had to have surgery for a thyroid, and thankfully someone didn't, slit his throat, basically.
I mean, but when is he coming home? Like, it couldn't wait. Like, was it an emergency? Because, I mean, they don't
That
do
was pretty bad.
Yeah. They don't do this job in prison. I would have wanted a doctor with some skills.
Okay.
Where it's just a lie. You ain't.
But maybe that's the prison. That's what you get when you go to the prison doctor. And so, you better check.
He wanted it to look like he survived something.
Look, you better hope he had a license. Whoever did it. So anyway. So thankfully, anyway, he's looking forward to getting out and getting some strippers. That's what he wants to do. It's very important to him. I said, once I heard that, I said, oh, yeah, I love strippers. Oh, look. How long y'all been struggling to hear me?
Not this time, because you was actually loud.
Oh, okay.
You do sound a lot better now, but you good for that,
I had to be trying to tell y'all this is my normal tone of voice. I'm not hollering. This is just my normal tone of voice. But anyway, so yeah, y'all. So anyway, then he lets her know that he wants to have the family around on the first day he gets home. She's a little upset by this news because she wants them all to herself. And basically, I guess he had already previously told her that she was going to get him the first 2 days that he was out. And so then she links up with, I believe this was her cousin Toya and Rob's sister Tisha.
Exactly.
And they sit down for a tarot. Look, I was on it. And so they sit down for a tarot reading, and she lets her know that Rob sees her as family, his peace, his solitude. But she also tells her that she needs to heal. And then we learned Tia talks about her pain of being in a terribly, terribly abusive relationship. And it ended up having broken bones because of it. And it was, yeah, it was really sad. I can understand why she's traumatized. But I guess the broken bones made her figure out, okay, that's it, I need to leave before it's my life, right? So kudos to her for being able to make that
I
change.
didn't understand that because I thought when she said she tried to leave, but then she kind of didn't finish the story. I
Right.
didn't know if she was saying she tried to leave and that's when the broken bones happened, or if she left because the broken bones.
And I understood it as she left because of the broken bones, because she
Mm,
knew it was only going to escalate and get worse if she stayed.
mm.
So yeah, so then we get into this, so I said, okay, she got some trauma with her, so we know, but then we learn that she don't even know where this man is going once he gets out of jail. He's not even paroled
I
into
think
her house.
she
He's
knows where he's going. She just didn't know another chick was going to be there.
Well, apparently he's paroled into some chick's house. Tisha and Toya knew, but
And
apparently,
according to him, he kept it from her on purpose.
right. And he said that, he don't think that she need to know right now. But I guess he'll let her know when she needs to know. And I said, well, here come the bullshit. But yeah, that's
Exactly.
Tia and Rob for you. All right.
So next up is Savannah, who's 27. Look at that. You even got okay. 27, who is an event bartender, and Bradley, who's 28, and was arrested for transportation of a firearm. Now,
Mm-hmm. Event bartender, she was a beverage cart girl on the country club.
yeah.
I guess they'll put a fancy
My,
title on anything.
no, I didn't care about the title. I'm just confused because at a country club, when I think of the bev cart girl,
Right.
I mean, you basically, when I like, you're like borderline, like, you got to kind of look like the bartenders at a strip club. Like, you got to be a baddie. I
Oh,
thought,
you are terrible. You are terrible.
why? I got questions.
I think she's cute. Cuter than this picture.
Well, I mean, that wasn't the only thing that I'm questioning. It wasn't. I'm gonna move on.
Uh-huh.
Um, so
She's
this
lived a
is.
hard life.
I didn't think they liked them type of people, them type of folks.
Good point.
So she got a call from her boo Bradley. She said that they've been dating for 2 years, but he's been in her life for about 5 or 6 years. This girl is trying to get him to tattoo her name on his penis.
I love penis. Yes, his penis.
Penis. He said absolutely not. That's absolutely not happening. Um,
I love when he said move on. He said, like, let's
like
talk
you
about
move
something like that's not even he's not even playing with her. He's like, so can we please stop bringing it up? You could tell he was irritated.
I mean, really, Savannah, I think you're safe. I mean, name, no name, tattoo, no tattoo. I think you're safe. I think it's okay. Um, Now she said that she's super excited that he'll be home in 20 days because he's been locked up for 28 months. She said that she does have some past trauma from previous relationships. She's dated an addict who had a daughter that she, got really close with and loved very much. Um, and then I guess they got into an argument, or I guess he would always do a disappearing act, basically, and she would always watch the daughter. Then one night they got into an argument, and he just kind of picked up and left without a word and took the daughter with him. And she's kind of been messed up ever since that. And then she turned into an addict, but then she said God turned it all around for her. And she's been clean for over 2 years. And her friend, so her friend Maddie is concerned because they both have a sketchy past.
I
What?
have questions
Oh, you got questions too.
because I don't understand, and I understand it happens, and people can kidnap their own kids. However,
Call it kidnapping, but okay.
well, wasn't that her daughter too?
No.
Oh, okay, then that's different. Okay. Because I was like, so you just didn't go look for the little girl. Like, I was judging the hell out of Savannah.
No,
I
no,
was like,
no.
oh, I was like, you ain't shit mama. Oh, I was cussing her
That's
out.
why she said that, they connected and she loved the little girl very much. It was his daughter. she got into a relationship with an addict who had a daughter.
Okay. That makes sense now because I was giving her the business
She
when I
used
was
to
over here watching.
babysit the daughter while he was out doing what he did for days on end. And then he just kind of up and left after they got into an argument. So she's living at home with her mama and grandmama, and I ain't gonna lie to you, looking at this house, I probably would too. I wouldn't want to leave home.
Well,
I mean, it was a pretty nice house.
look, her life wasn't that hard.
Clearly, they be those be the ones.
Those be the ones.
Those be the ones. Those be the ones. Okay. But I mean, I guess she living at home like a kid. Her mama treating her like a kid. Said, "Girl, listen, you got stuff to do.
Right.
Get home, cook us some dinner. Okay, you ain't really doing nothing around here." She told her daughter basically because she was on the phone with her dude Bradley. Apparently, they're super toxic. The mom said that she's concerned and they need counseling. Okay, apparently they be cursing each other out and all types of stuff. And she has concerns because of both of their drug use, and he used to be her dealer. It's giving us disaster. So basically, she said that she knows that if he really wanted to, he can get access to whatever he wants to get access to in prison, because she's a advocate. But she's an advocate who works for the prison system in Virginia. Now she expressed these concerns to her daughter. Her daughter basically said, all I can basically do is tell you that it ain't gonna happen. You ain't got to worry. I ain't gonna relapse, and I just need you to trust me. Although mama ain't really feeling that because she was there. They usually are. It's usually them who's there to pick up the pieces, and
Right.
they want to go back to acting the ass. So,
I mean, stupid is as stupid does. Okay.
this kind of reminds me of that the couple. It was the two guys and the family kind of I'm not
Oh,
gonna
I
even.
know who you talking about. I know who you talking about the what is their name? I know who you talking about. They were back Michael and something. I can't remember the guy's name, but it was Michael and something. And
they
he
were,
was living at home
because they both did
they both did got high together all the time. Yeah.
mhm.
Nope, that makes sense. I feel like I feel like I read somewhere they broke up. But I know exactly who you're talking about. All right, y'all. So let's get into the next couple, which is going to be Sam and Krystal. Now Krystal has also had a hard life. Krystal is serving a 14-year sentence because she's a former addict. She apparently cut her ex-husband in the head with a kitchen knife. Okay, so she drew into his forehead, is what it's giving. Now Sam wrote Krystal in prison after getting his divorce, and he, thought it was just going to be a pen pal situation. But after 3 months of communicating, he went to see her and decided to pick up and move to Texas from Oregon. And I said, well, but he, no shade, he looks like a lame like that. So when he said that his wife, he could tell he was irritating his wife, I said, you give me that vibe. Like, and they were just going to not, he realized how much she didn't like him. And I said,
I was so ready for them to get off my screen once the grandma came into play.
oh yes, let's get into that, y'all. So he said Krystal's very jealous. He can't be outside. She don't want him to have no fun outside because she on the inside. And he knows that she won't be out for another 7 years. But from today, he said from today. So whenever they was filming, she still probably got another 6 years from
I
today.
don't even understand why we're recording them then.
I felt the same way. But he's willing to wait, and clearly so is love after lockup and love after the whatever. So Krystal says she loves him, but she don't trust him. And although they've been married for 2 years, she knows their relationship is very surface. And because she knows she got secrets, so she believes, he got secrets as well. And then we realize that Sam's closest friend is Krystal's grandmother, Rita. He has an unhealthy relationship with her grandmother and even jokes that she's his second wife. She looks a little unamused and even says in a confessional that she's not interested, but she thinks that
that he had the wrong idea about their relationship, really.
Right. But she thinks if she opened the door, he would walk through it, put it like that. And so now that was totally gross. Now Sam is footing the bill.
You didn't get that vibe though?
What?
He said something, and I was like, that's why she feel that way.
Oh no, he did say something, and I was like, oh, when she was like, who's the first or the second wife or something like that, and he was like, well, of course Krystal's the first, but and then he said something after that, but it was weird. It was weird that it was like,
would you, or like, would you? I think he said something like, would you be interested, or something. I don't remember what he said, but it was just like,
it was real nasty. Yeah, it gave you a creep vibes, because I even said in my notes. So now Sam is footing the bill for Krystal's movie habit that she has in jail, but Rita's just happy to not have the burden, that the burden's off her, so she'll deal with him being a creep.
And he do everything she want him to.
I was gonna say, and he do a lot for her too, but yeah, it was giving creep vibes. Now let's get into this fool, because this is a whole another type of foolishness.
Kate and Hunter. So Kate is a yoga instructor. She's 38. She got a little young thing, little
Kate has to know she's getting played. Like, she can't be that dumb. I understand maybe because she's a yogi and eat, love, and praying, and she's just giving it up to the spirits and the universe and all that stuff. But common sense at some point gotta kick in. Well, this is not it, sis.
Oh, she thinks she's the one. My thing is,
she thinks she's playing somebody else, and she's not. I guess because she can't offer him no money.
That's the problem for me is you're not playing nobody, and the problem for me is it's cool if that's what you want to do because you don't want to be the one to provide, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, this is your man, and he's not providing you anything. Why you don't even know how much he's making off these women? Why he ain't sending you nothing from these women? Like there's shows that we watched in the past where they was getting money from women. I think even
what
Kirok.
Yeah.
Remember Kirok was getting money from people and Brittany was getting it.
That's true.
Then you can't be mad. Then you can't be upset because guess what? They supporting both of us.
That's true.
But anyway, so we moving on. Let's So she says she's a dog lady, a crazy dog lady. It helps her, her being around dogs makes her feel less lonely. She said her dog is acting up right now because the dog can feel the energy that her man is coming home. I ain't gonna lie now.
And he had anxiety. I said, you know what? This is when we going too damn far with these dogs.
Damn the dog. I ain't gonna lie. Hunter cute.
Hunter is a little handsome. Hunter is handsome.
He's cute. Okay. I don't know what y'all been doing with these shows, but lately you had a couple of ones. Okay. Now they met because he was a barista at their neighborhood coffee shop. Then he, they were dating for like a year, then he got locked up. She said that, she didn't see his DUI as a shut the door red flag. So she stayed in touch. So then, current day, this man calls her and says, "Listen, girl.
How long has he been locked up again?
2 years, 28 months."
Okay.
So he calls her and says, "Listen, we got a problem. I done messed up with one of these women." Now, apparently, he's been talking to other women on his video visit, and his girlfriend signed him up for the site because she said, "I don't want to be the one to fund his life, and I don't want to feel like I'm being used." Okay. So I'm gonna let him talk to these other women and let them fund his life. But the problem is he got a little X-rated.
I'm surprised I guess you can't open an OnlyFans from prison, but I'm surprised she didn't let him start an OnlyFans.
For me, it would be maybe that's a boundary that she cool with, but he said it went from PG-13 to X-rated real fast, and I don't know. I'm just not that understanding.
I guess she said I don't know. And that's why I said I couldn't even. I'm so happy I have her because the level is just naivete. Naivete is so. I just can't do it.
So he got written up for this. Okay. And said that he can get sanctioned with up to 30 early release credits taken away, which means basically 30 days get taken away from his early release. And so now she's ready for him to break up with these chicks. He don't really know if he's gonna be able to do that because he's making $2,000 a month off these chicks. And I mean, for somebody in prison who ain't really got no bills, no expenses,
Right.
he's good. Okay. He said he's living a plush life in prison. All right. He said that he went from 40 women to 10 women because, you know, he had to narrow it down to the women that was really financially supporting him. Okay. Now he said that he's been using them, but you know, they all think
And
that
they
he goes
all think he coming home to them too.
exactly. So she wants this list of girls. I don't know what she wants the list for because she said she ain't contacted nobody, and I believe she won't.
Right.
He doesn't have a problem with it because he said he appreciates that he can be so open and honest with her. And apparently she is the only one that knows about these women. Now, she said that she's mad that these women jeopardized his early release date, but she loves this man and she ain't going nowhere. Then he told production that, you know, with one of the women, it's kind of complicated. And he knows that Kate would be upset about their relationship. And this is what happens when you allow stuff like this.
Yeah. And the fact that they got the other girl on camera, meaning she's agreed to like, this is going to be an interesting season, y'all. But y'all let us know what y'all think. Drop down in the comments. And if you haven't already, please make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for us.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure that you guys subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the Blue Sky, the TikTok, the Instagram, and the Facebook. And we will catch you next week for another recap of the love that happens during the lockup. Have a good night.
Good night.